Marianne's taking Matthew home now. Listen, Bo. If you forgave me, why didn't we get our marriage back together? You know what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't be asking you to speculate on ancient history when you were in the middle of a kidnapping.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, there's not really anything we can do right now but wait.
Of course, I mean, if there was anything you could be doing to find Ace, you'd be doing it.
But I'm glad you brought this up. Us, marriage, the divorce. I've asked myself some of the same questions.
Thanks for coming.
Did you get a call about Ace?
No calls, no ransom notes, nothing.
You know, from now on, you need to be more specific when you say it's urgent.
I need to talk to you.
Well, we could have talked on the phone.
I was afraid you'd hang up on me.
Kelly, I have to get back.
No, I'm not asking for company or anything. I just need to tell you something, and I need you to hear me. I was up all night last night. I didn't sleep at all. Just kept thinking about this whole thing, and I made a promise. I swore that if Ace comes back to us, if he is unharmed and he's safe, I am going to find his biological mother, and I'm going to give him back.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
Look, let me just explain.
Okay, you ran me out to the cops. I'll never have anything to say to you.
Of course, I'm relieved that Natalie's out of jail, but I'm confused about why you let her go so easily.
Told you, new evidence. Right now, there's a lot of people looking for Kramer's murder. Thought you'd be happy.
I am. I am happy. But I'd be a lot happier if I thought you were acting only as a professional.
Is that a roundabout way of saying that I'm acting unprofessionally?
Your personal relationship with Natalie caused you to cross the line in this investigation, John. Maybe your feelings for her are deeper than you admit. Oh, Natalie. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Good Lord, John McBain called me and told me an officer was bringing you home. Why didn't you call me last night?
What do you want me to say? Hi, Mom, I'm a murder suspect.
Well, you couldn't kill anyone. And John McBain knows that.
I don't know. He still arrested me. It is weird, though, Mom, because Evangeline told me something. She said that he did everything he possibly could to go and get evidence to get me out. And I heard that he got in trouble.
Well, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth, okay? I'm very grateful to him for helping you. But you're right. That's a little strange. What is he up to?
What have you got?
John Doe dropped off at the entrance. Knife wound, left abdomen, BP 80 pound, 30 pulse.
Number 16, right, AC. Second liter of blood. I'll go into shock.
2 units O negative stat. Need X-ray and notify the OR. Hang in there, pal. Fight with everything you've got, okay?
Natalie. All right, let's go.
Your little brat broke into my home. Made off with my best pair of solid gold spurs.
Asa, I don't have a clue what you were talking about.
Your damn kid has got 24 hours to give me back what belongs to me, or I will call the cops and I'll pay off a judge to send that little hellion to a home for wayward damn girls.
You like it?
Yeah, it's nice.
You don't like it?
No, it's beautiful. I need to talk to you about your meeting with Asa. He says that you know something about some missing gold spurs.
Yeah, I know something.
Did you take them?
I am holding them for ransom. Asa can have them back once he puts all of Dad's records back so that you two can get married.
Star, I know that you want to help, but I really don't want you in the middle of this. You have no idea what Asa is capable of.
I know how to handle Asa.
Asa is very unpredictable.
So am I.
He's very dangerous.
So am I.
Star. Wait a minute. You may have given me a great way to end this war between Asa and your daddy. Yeah. You think you could spare one of those spurs?
Natalie's a friend, but I would never let that get in the way of a police investigation.
You dug up a judge's grave without a court order, John. That's breaking the law.
It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
I'm her attorney. It is my job to keep her out of jail.
You know something? If this was gonna cause a problem for you and I, why did you take her on as a client?
Because she asked me to represent her.
And there's not another lawyer in this town?
She came to me. And that shouldn't even be an issue.
No, it shouldn't. But I think the real issue here is between you and me.
I do understand now why John arrested me. I mean, he was just doing his job. And all the evidence is stacked against me, and I never answered any of his questions about what happened in the fall.
Sweetheart, he obviously doesn't believe that you killed that leech Paul Kramer. Otherwise, he would never have risked quite so much to go out and get the evidence that released you.
Yeah, but he was saying that we're friends and that I should trust him.
Do you?
I don't know. What if it's a cop tactic? What if he just wants to get information out of me?
No. I don't believe he would do that to you. I don't.
No?
No. Look, I don't know the man well at all. But from what I've seen, honey, he cares about you. I mean, genuinely cares about you.
I don't know.
You know, baby, I think because of your recent experience with Paul Kramer, I think it's very difficult right now for you to distinguish between manipulation and good intentions.
How could I trust anybody? Or anything? Oh. My life was pretty much perfect.
Oh,
and then Christian was dead. And it wasn't supposed to happen that way. Why did that happen?
Oh, baby girl, I wish I could give you an answer.
You know, when Christian took my place with Flynn, I didn't get to tell him so many things.
I know.
I wanted to tell him that I wanted to buy a house. I wanted to buy a house with the water, and I wanted to have a room so that he could paint, and I wanted our kids to be able to play out on the beach. And I wasn't supposed to die, Mom. He's supposed to come back.
Number 16 in. BP, dropping 78 over 40, pulse 136. Get the O-negative blood up. Come on, kids, stay with us.
Looking back on it, it seems clear now. I was in really bad shape after Drew died, and you didn't know what to do.
It's no excuse.
You went to Sam, and because you were desperate, you wanted to help me. And when I found out about that, it was too much for me to get past. I moved on.
Out of the frying pan into the fire.
out of the frying pan into the Lindsay. She didn't do much to restore my faith in relationships.
Hey, please. Did you ever regret my interrupting your wedding?
I think that we would have been headed for divorce as soon as I found out that she tampered with my medical records.
Oh, God, she made me think that you couldn't have children anymore.
Well, I had to know. The timing wasn't ideal.
I know. I didn't know what to do. I had talked to Vicky. I didn't know what to do. I just knew that I couldn't let you get married with that gigantic lie over your head.
No, you did the right thing.
Well.
So, after the shock wore off, I started thinking about it, and I realized that me being with Lindsay, that was really just a reaction to what you'd done.
Oh, good. I'm the one that sent you off to Lindsay. Gee, I feel so much better about that now.
Well, you should feel good, you know? You tried to warn me of what I was getting myself into.
Well, I kind of was the last person you were listening to at that point.
Well, you did the right thing. So, after Lindsay, I figured, well, that's it for me in relationships. But then I got lucky and I met Melanie.
Hard to believe those two were sisters. Melanie was so different, in a good way.
I really thought she was the one. And then I found out that she lied to me, too.
She loved you, Boo.
Yeah, being lied to by people who loved me, it changed me.
Yes. Makes you wary, cautious.
Nora, I'm not the same man that you were married to. And I don't think that you're the same woman either.
There wouldn't be an issue if this was about you and me, John. We are fine until Natalie gets in trouble, and then this need rises up in you to rescue her, and you justify it by waving your badge around, or by needing to take responsibility for Christian's death. I'm starting to question if you're really being upfront with me about how you really feel.
And this is you being upfront with how you feel.
I'm the one that's trying to be honest here.
You're a lawyer. How honest can you be? You know what? I don't have time for this. You know, I got a job to do.
Rex, open the door, please.
Give it up. Go away.
Come on, look, I'm sorry that I went to John, all right? I was jealous of Jen, I admit it.
So what, you figured you'd get her charged with murder?
She killed Paul Kramer, didn't she?
Okay. Stop saying that. Get in here. You led McBain straight to the gun. How could you do that?
Look, it was buried in the cement. There's no way there's going to be any prints left on it, I promise you.
Okay, well, that's not what your cousin McLaw enforcement said, okay? They're gonna find my prints all over that thing.
And who else is Jen's?
Look, what difference does it make? I'll be the #1 suspect thanks to you.
Rex, Lindsay tried to warn me about you. She was like, you know, Rex is always going to be hung up on Jen, but I didn't think you would really take it this far. You killed Paul Kramer for Jen?
Look, I was sure that raising Ace as our own was the right thing to do. But now, since he's missing, I can't help thinking that maybe I don't know, like we're being punished for taking him away from his parents.
Will you help me then? Will you help me find this woman and give him back?
I'm just saying that you were right.
Let's do it, Kevin.
I can't, Kelly. Paul's the only one who knew who Ace's mother is, and Paul's not coming back.
Why? How do you know that? Do you know what happened to him?
Hello, Asa.
How in the hell? I mean, how did you get in here?
Well, actually, a very pleasant woman just let me in, and I'm amazed that she can be so pleasant and yet work for you.
Oh, just give me my damn spurs and get the hell out of my house. My great-grandson's been kidnapped. And I do not want to be looking at your lion face.
You shouldn't have called my house and threatened my little girl. See, I think Star has you over a barrel.
That kid is nothing but a conniving harpy, just like her mother.
And I am mighty, mighty proud of her. She came up with a brilliant idea. In fact, all you have to do is make a little phone call and Ty can get his identity back, and then you can get back your most prized possession.
I don't bargain with thieves.
Really? Well, maybe this will change your mind?
Where's the other one?
You'll get it back. Just make that phone call so Ty can get his identity back.
What the hell? Just a couple of spurs. And it's for a damn good cause. So as long as Manning doesn't exist on paper, he cannot get his big claws on my great-grandson.
You hijacked Todd's identity just so you can protect Ace? I guess they never told you, did they?
Told me what? What the hell are you talking about?
Todd is not Ace's father.
Manning lured Kelly into his bed so he could rub Kevin's nose in it.
No, no, no. You got it wrong, Asa. Todd is not that baby's father. That is just a lie that Kelly made up to keep Kevin from getting custody. In fact, it's just to cover up a bigger lie, that Kelly is not that baby's mother.
Say what?
That's right. She never gave birth to that baby. Her brother Paul stole it from some other poor woman. Kevin and Kelly have been paying off Paul to keep him quiet for months.
You're lying.
You gotta think about this. If Todd were really that baby's father, as much as he hates Kevin, he would have gone after custody a long, long time ago.
My sources at the Banner have been looking into Paul's disappearance, and they're convinced that he was killed by someone connected to the Santis. Apparently, Paul sent some of their people to prison, and he's been a marked man for a while.
But he's been in trouble before. He's always managed to survive.
Well, the Santis have probably been planning on getting rid of him for months now. They've just been waiting for the right time to do it. Look, Kelly, I'm sorry that your brother's gone and we weren't able to find out who Ace's mother is. But we have to let that go and concentrate on being the best parents we can. Do you think you can do that?
Kevin, what if Ace is dead?
Okay, don't even think like that. He's alive, okay? I'm sure of it.
I can't help thinking about it.
Look, you just have to pray that we get him back as soon as possible. And that when he does come home safe, we will never let anyone hurt him again.
You're being so nice to me. How can I believe anything you say?
I've got nothing else to say to you. Okay, Paul Kramer screwed up my life for way too long.
So you get rid of him?
Yeah, who is it?
It's John McBain.
Lieutenant, what brings you by?
Hey.
Hey. Man? Thought you'd like to know your sister spent the night in jail.
Natalie, what for?
Questioning in Paul Kramer's murder, but we're not sure that she's guilty.
Okay, then why'd you arrest her?
Evidence, mainly the gun that we found in the cement. It turned up 3 sets of prints. Kramer's, Natalie's, and yours.
Darling, I know when Christian died, it must have seemed like the end of the world for you.
I wish it had been.
No.
Why did it have to be him?
Well, we'll never know that. But I do know that when someone so young is taken, it really makes you wonder what in the world you can rely on.
Or what people... You know, I know that John feels responsible for Christian's death still, but I still don't know that I should trust him.
All I can say is when I talked to him on the telephone, he's determined to see you exonerated. He promised me, I'm going to find Paul's murderer and I will clear her name, he said.
And you believed him?
I really think he wants to help you. The thing is, in order for him to do that, you have to let him. Which means that first you have to help yourself.
It's okay. You're in the hospital. You were cut up pretty badly, but we've got the bleeding under control. Can you tell me your name?
I need to...
It's okay. Don't strain. Why don't you just rest? The nurse will be in shortly with more pain medication, and I'll be back after I check your labs. Oh, the police will be by to ask you some questions about what happened to you. But it's okay. You don't need to say anything yet.
You and I had already parted ways by the time Sam and I got together, you know. I was pregnant, alone. He was there. Helped me. And I didn't have any reason not to believe he wasn't the baby's father.
Sam always loved you.
Mm.
I was surprised you two never got married.
Oh, we almost did, twice. I don't know. I loved him. I just couldn't. I think I wanted it to work because it would make sense out of the mess I had made. But I couldn't do it. I just couldn't commit to Sam.
I felt like I might have gotten in your way.
Well, you did. But it wasn't from anything you did. I loved you, Bo. And I had a lot of regrets about our marriage and our divorce and... Well, by the time Troy came along, I knew that you and I would never reconcile. You had moved on, and it was really time for me to move on. So I let myself fall for Troy. Talk about your rough landing.
It's a good thing you didn't marry MacGyver.
I began to question my judgment in men. So I didn't want to be with anyone for a long, long, long time.
You know, I felt the same way when Gabrielle moved in. I miss her.
I know. I'm sorry, Bo. For Gabrielle. For all your losses.
Well, thanks. You too.
Boy, what a couple of sad sacks we are, huh? I guess it's nothing that a hamburger with fries and a couple of mow-down hits are gonna cure, huh?
No.
We're just about done here. I'd like to go see my sister in jail.
Actually, Natalie's already at home, so why don't you just stick around and explain how your prints ended up on Kramer's gun?
Okay. Paul had the gun out once while I was over at his and Natalie's place. I asked him if I could take a look at it. And see, Natalie, she could have touched the gun at any time while those two were living together. So much for your evidence.
It's funny, I thought you were going to come up with a better one than that. And you, so this person you saw bury the gun, you sure you don't know who it was?
John, I've already told you, I couldn't see a thing. It was dark.
You don't know how tall they were?
Don't know how tall they were.
Yeah. But you're sure it was a woman, right?
John, it was a woman.
And it definitely wasn't Natalie.
Not Natalie.
All right. You know what, Shannon? If you're holding out on me, you know I can't protect you from the DA's office if they decide to press obstruction of justice charges.
John, I can take care of myself.
You're working awfully hard to clear Natalie.
Worry about your own situation.
I held the gun once. Doesn't mean anything.
Okay. If you remember anything, you'll call me, right, Shan?
Yeah, I'll call you.
thinks.
Look, you should have told me it was Natalie you were trying to protect.
Look, you handed him the gun that got her locked up.
I said I was sorry. I didn't know, okay? It's not my
just
fault.
Please go, would you? I need to think.
Yeah, Rex, you better think. You know, you better pray that I don't decide to tell John that it was you that buried Paul's gun. Because if I do, Rex, your legal problems are going to be a hell of a lot more serious than Natalie's.
I hear what you're saying. I do. But I don't know what you want me to do, Mom. I mean, I'm never going to date another guy like Paul. That I know for sure. And I thought I was doing myself a favor by distancing myself from John.
Why?
Because sometimes he's still a reminder of what happened to Christian. And besides that, he never could figure out his feelings for me. And I guess it was almost a relief when he started dating Evangeline. At least then I wasn't still hoping for something more than friendship.
Almost a relief? You sure you're not still hoping maybe a little?
Maybe a little. But I don't know, Mom. I guess I've been kind of jealous of Evangeline, and I really don't have a right to be.
Let me ask you something. Has John ever lied to you?
No, not since Christian died.
Okay. Natalie, when you came home on Halloween night, you were keeping something from me. I know you were, and I think whatever it was, you're still holding on to it.
Mom, I really can't talk about this now.
No, that's fine. That's fine. The thing is, I don't think you can hold on to this thing forever. Now, I'm not asking you to talk to me, all right? I do think you need to talk to someone. I think that someone maybe should be John.
Oh, excuse me. Doctor. John McBain, Llanview PD.
Uh-huh.
We got a report on a John Doe. Came in with a stab wound.
Oh, yeah, well, we nearly lost him, but he'll be fine.
You know who brought him in?
No, he was left on our doorstep.
All right. That figures. Well, can I see him?
Well, yeah, he was awake a little while ago. Right this way.
Thanks. Where the hell is he?
Maybe they moved him. I'll go check.
Okay. Thanks.
If what you're saying is true, we're a little Ace's folks.
Come on, Asa. Paul is the only one who knew that woman's real name. And Kevin, he's made sure it certainly hasn't come up.
That's a crock.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
Paul's missing. He's been missing since Halloween. He's probably dead.
Now, that's a whole bunch of bull.
Okay, all right. You don't believe me? Just ask Kelly. Ask Dorian, Todd, David.
Wait a minute, please. Just get the hell out of my house.
I tell you what, maybe you should ask Kevin. Yeah, just ask Kevin how much money he's been forking out to keep his little dirty secret hidden, huh? No telling what else he's done. I like this fur, Asa.
If you wanted to find Ace's biological mother, you could do it. You could hire a private investigator. You could hire the best. We could be on the cover of newspapers. We could go on Good Morning America, for God's sake, and tell the whole nation that we're looking for this woman.
Yes, we could. We could do all of that, and we still might not find her. The only thing that would happen is we would lose Ace to child welfare. Not to mention maybe go to jail.
I'm gonna find this woman, Kevin. If she didn't want to give up her son, she deserves to have him back.
Look, your brother's dead. Okay, this is all his fault. Why can't you just let it die with him?
I can't, because I can't live with this.
Well, you're gonna have to.
I don't think I like the sound of that. Are you threatening me?
When Ace comes back, I will not let him go. I will not lose my son again.
We got somebody from missing persons at my dad's house.
Most likely place a kidnapper will call. Hey. Look, I'm sorry. I know this has got to be tough on you.
Thanks. Anything new on the Kramer case?
Oh, Balsam said his prints got on the gun from handling it a while ago.
Well, you think there could be more to it?
Yeah, well, you know with that clown, you never get a whole story.
You know, John, you're gonna have to watch your step from here on out. I had to stop Colson from filing a complaint with Internal Affairs about you digging up that grave.
Thanks for going to bat for me.
He's probably not gonna be too happy either when he finds out that you cut Natalie loose without another suspect in custody.
We couldn't hold her much longer anyway. It's not like she's a flight risk.
I appreciate everything you've done for my niece. But on this one, from now on, I think you gotta play everything by the book.
Bo, you know Colson was never gonna give me that warrant.
Yeah, but technically that's beside the point. See, I can recognize what's going on here because I've been in a similar situation myself. What you have to do is find a way to figure out what's going on between you and Natalie. Otherwise, you can end up blowing this whole case. Not to mention, you could screw up what you got going with Evangeline.
How did a police commissioner and a defense attorney ever make it to the altar? Weren't you guys fighting over cases all the time?
Oh, yeah, pretty much, you know, but we also learned to laugh at the situation and laugh at ourselves most of the time.
Well, I just don't see any humor in this anywhere.
Come on, sit. You and John haven't been together that long, okay? Your relationship isn't public, and now you're finding yourself on opposite side of Natalie's case.
Look, that wouldn't be a problem if John was behaving like a cop. But he is running around like he's Natalie's private investigator. There's something more than a friendship going on there, Nora.
This has started getting to you, hasn't it?
It started.
No, I can't talk to John about Paul because I can't. I'm such an idiot.
No, you're not. Stop this. You're not responsible for anything that Paul Kramer did.
No, just what I did.
Darling, whatever it was, you can talk to John about it, okay? I know you're strong enough to tell him the truth, even if it's frightening, you know?
It was humiliating.
Whatever, baby, whatever it was, he will understand. He wants to help you, okay? But you have to trust him. Because until you do, you really can't move on.
Hey, Grandpa.
Kevin. Did Paul Kramer steal little Ace and give him to Kelly?
Did Kelly tell you that?
Were you ever going to tell me?
Look, this was Paul and Kelly's doing, all right? By the time I found out about it, it was too late for me to undo it.
So you let this Kramer kid blackmail you instead. Why didn't you come to me?
You would have paid him off, too.
You didn't even give me a chance to get you out of this mess. Now this Kramer kid has disappeared. The cops think he was murdered. What did you do, Kevin? What?
Hello?
Don't worry. Ace is okay.
Who is this? Who is this? Do you have my son? Do you have my baby? Who is this?
So, are we good?
Yeah. Oh, great. I've been needing to have that conversation for a while now.
Yeah, I bet you Danny will be glad to hear that, don't you think?
Yeah, I do.
Good. Good. I hope you can really move on with your life now.
Thank you. I hope the same for you, too, Bo. Paige is a very nice woman.
Yeah, I like her a lot.
But, you know, hey, when we were married, Were there ever two more annoyingly happy people?
Nope. Nope, never. But those two people have changed. They're gone.
Yeah. They're gone.
Hey. I'm sorry about the stupid lawyer comment. I was an idiot.
Look. Do you want to work this out?
Us? Absolutely. Excuse me. McBain,
Hey, John, it's Natalie.
what's up?
I want to talk to you about what happened with Paul on Halloween.
Sit tight. I'll be right there. Can we talk about this later?
Is that Natalie?
Yeah. I have to do this.
John?
What?
John, this isn't working for me. Until you figure out how you feel about Natalie, I will not be involved with you anymore.
On the next One Life to Live.
Vicky, what do you want from me?
I want to know if you killed Paul Kramer.
Tico is dangerous. Don't cross him. And if you do, don't let him catch you.
How could you ever care about me again?
I never stop. You should know that by now.
Watch I Wanna Be a Soap Star, Saturday night at 8, only on SoapNet. This soap's for real.